One more question from the floor? Oh, wo ist hier? Hier, ist gut. Ach, da hinten.
Hi. Who of you guys is the big Breaking Bad fan and put in all their references?
Well,
it's universal.
He's the evil sheep. He's Doug.
I did the voice for that sheep.
That's
yeah. And it was when we're making the film. We don't have the cast record everything the first time in every session. What we do is a lot of us working on the movie will provide kind of temporary dialogue or scratch dialogue, just to kind of cut something in and kind of put it to picture to see if it's working. And this was one of those cases. I'm kind of a reluctant actor in this because I had done scratch, voiceover for that character. And when the time came to cast a real actor in the part, John Lasseter said, "No, it's fine. Just leave that in. It's funny. It's good." I'm like, "Guys, that's not good." "No, leave it in." So I'm in it under protest.
People appreciate the Breaking. I think people appreciate the Breaking Bad reference. Like we love movies and we love our favorite TV shows, and the fact that this movie allows us to kind of wink at you guys and have you enjoy it the way we do, because you're like us. We're trying to make ourselves laugh in the story room. We're trying to bring in references, and there's all sorts of movie references folded into the film.
And I think in this genre of talking animal films, like they are supposed to be a mirror image, of human society. So the more there is reference to the human world, to our world in particular, I think the better they work. It's one genre, like within the Disney, kind of canon, I guess, that allows for these kind of referential things, I think.
And you ripped apart Bambi. I noticed that.
What's that?
You ripped apart Bambi. Nick ripped apart
He
Bambi.
did. Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Well,
Still, no one's bitter.
no.
Okay, letzte Frage von euch. Wo haben wir noch eine Frage? Ja, hier. So, wer ein Mikrofon hat, fängt an zu sprechen.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh,
Sehr.
Over sehr.
Oh.
Yeah, over here.
Very bad.
I have a question. Concerning the story.
Oh, there he is.
There, hi. Hi. There's so many lights. Everybody's like, yeah. Concerning the story, because you have two things folded in there. You merge, like the hero's journey, and then and then you have this like 80s buddy crime movie going.
Lethal Weapon.
48 hours. Yeah, it's Lethal Weapon. It's 48 hours. You name it. Now merging these two genres and making both of them pretty solid and getting them to work as you did, was that particularly easy or particularly hard to write?
Particularly hard. Yeah, more hard than easy. And I think we always kept at the forefront the maturation story, that this is Judy's story, about a young person, moving to a different place and thinking that she understands how the world works, and then realizing that she's not that different from her parents and makes a lot of the same mistakes that her parents did, and through kind of self-examination, becomes a more mature and more dimensional person. Still, pure of heart and appealing, but we feel that she's grown by the end. So that was always kind of at the core of the story, and kind of running secondary to that. I picture it as like rails, like on a train track or something. That you have that main one, and then running alongside of it is this subplot that is it's a friend story, it's a buddy story. That is also a police procedural, so it was a lot of these kind of spinning plates that you had to kind of prioritize, some are more important than others, and it was just a lot of checking in on those those rails and making sure that they were running straight and not kind of affecting the other one too much or too little.
Yeah, we kept checking with, we're great film fans, and so we do look at strong storytelling in films like LA Confidential. We looked at Chinatown. You talk about Double Indemnity a lot.
Fuck you, Gota.
We heard that's really popular here. Fuck you, Gota.
I don't know if you've heard of this movie, but it's very popular in the U.S.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's a little film. So you should check it out.
You so wanted to do that, huh?
Yeah.
You wanted to say that.
I just
Say it again. Say it again.
Fuck you, Gota.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Before we're going to take a big selfie with everybody. Because
The whole crowd?
Yeah, and I think you brought someone who's going to do that. But
Is it really a selfie if you're not taking it yourself?
I mean, you take it. Sorry,
I mean, it's like, hey man, take a selfie of me. Take a selfie of us. Come on, bro. Take a
I
selfie.
was doing so fine and now I messed up.
No, it's in America too.
It's okay, you're the big hot shot. It's okay. I messed up.
Now I feel.
So I wanted to ask you the last question I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
It's okay if you say pass, if you're not going to answer it. I'm still going to ask you guys, and I want
and Clark too.
Clark to start on this one. So
Uh-oh. Is he going to propose?
Oh, it's tough.
Such a hard question. I always say the sloth, and here's why. I say it because it's one of those moments in making an animated film where somebody pitches an idea. In this case, we're talking about animal stereotypes and what type of animal would run what type of an organization. And in this case, Jim Reardon, our co-head of story, said, well, what if a sloth ran the Department of Motor Vehicles? And in that moment, you see this room come alive as everybody starts to pitch the way they imagine that scene. And as a producer, you get there, you're really excited because you realize this scene has so much potential. And it means it's going to be a lot of work. You've got to figure out the dialogue, you've got to figure out how you're going to storyboard it and animate it and bring it to life. But at the end of the day, you really see the seed of something that could be incredibly spectacular in the film. So for me, selfishly, I've always been a huge fan of the sloth and that sloth scene.
Mm-hmm. That's a good choice. And I will say,
I will crush
your choice with my choice.
My choice is
Here comes my choice. No, my choice. I think the sloth.
For the reason Clark said.
But a different sloth than yours. No, I like the sloths as well. No, okay. So I'm going to I'm going to mix an animal fact with my choice because this is due to research. So in doing research and trying to figure out who would be the best mob boss for the film, we did decide on an Arctic shrew, and that was because we asked our animal experts, our zoological experts, what's the most vicious predator in the world? And they said, believe it or not, it is the shrew. The Arctic shrew is a mean, vicious, carnivorous predator. Horrible animal. They said this is true. If you put 4 shrews in a bucket overnight and put a lid on it, if you come back the next morning, you'll lift off the top, there will be 1 fat shrew left. It's true. They're awful little animals.
The other shrews.
They're awful. And
The worst of them will eat the other 3.
And we thought that is the perfect mob boss for the movie. So that's the shrew is my favorite.
So everyone go home,
Take 4 shrews, put them in a bucket,
put them in a bucket.
put them in there, go to sleep.
That's all right.
And wake up,
Take a selfie
take a selfie.
in the morning.
Wake up, 1 fat shrew.
Post it on Twitter.
Put a shrew in the bucket.
That's one of my favorite folk songs.
So what's your favorite animal?
So I need a little clarification. You mean in the movie or just in real life?
I actually meant the movie.
Oh, the movie.
You can go. No, you can go real life
No.
if you still know what that is.
Well, the hund, you know,
The hood.
the hund in
Yeah,
real life. But there's no hunds in this movie because
Yeah, why is that?
there are no humans in Zootopia.
So you did some research.
Yeah, we're not dumb. You know, we're not chimps.
We're a little
you
dumb.
know. We retain some of that knowledge. And hoons are domesticated animals.
Yeah.
So, but I would say I like Judy. And I like rabbits. I was born near a rabbit. So
Oh.
the rabbit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
You put 4 rabbits in a bucket.
They will turn into shrews.
And the next morning, we'll do one fat shrew, and you won't go, where'd my rabbits go? That shrew is back. Damn shrew. How did you get in the bucket?
How did that happen?
You bored through the floor. Don't buy a shrew.
Yeah. Stay away from the shrew.
I could do this forever, but actually my wife just texted me. She's about to have a third baby.
Oh,
And I'm not kidding.
really?
I'm not kidding. We're going to take a picture now. A picture. Who's going to do it?
So
Who's going to do
got
it?
a baby on the way.
So then where do we
How does a picture with us Trump a baby?
Oh, you haven't met my wife.
Oh, okay. Oh, the shrew?
So, I've heard you've done this before, so I don't know how you... Should I take the picture of you guys in the background? I don't know what happens to my voice now, but something happens. That was okay. I kind of liked it. You were okay, you were okay, you were fantastic, man. Maybe there's some of that money left in there. You gotta, no, seriously, thank you very much. It's an amazing movie. It's gonna do, I think, not too shabby. And it's wonderful. And thank you very much. Thank you for this evening. Thank you for your answers, for your honesty. Dankeschön, dass ihr mitgemacht habt. Clark Spencer. Byron Rich Moore. Zoomania, denkt an die Sperrfrist, das Embargo, sonst werden wir alle riesig. Dankeschön, kommt gut nach Hause, liebt euch, vermehrt euch und sagt dann ab dem 12. abends um 18:01 Uhr allen Bescheid, dass ihr ins Kino gehen sollt für Zoomania. Wenn es euch gefallen hat, ich bin Stefan Kuhlmann von 403, wenn es nicht gefallen hat, ich war Joko und Klaas.